Adam and Eve. Eve's unregulated emotions, feeling over logic. If you are on the right path as a man, you are not going to fit in. If you are on the right track as a man, you are not designed to fit in. You are designed to walk your path alone until the correct energy aligns with what you could improve on in said categories. Eve's irregulated emotions, feeling over logic. Only a virtuous dude can align a woman and keep her in check. There are no 9-to-5s out here which offer and allow the space to do the self-reflection, if need be, to stand alone and be solid on your own square. There are not many occupations that offer this space to self-reflect and build as a masculine figure. It takes nature and time. So what we see today is girls not getting to continue playing Barbie after the age of 30. It's the same shit. No one tells them the truth. Like, assholes have always been self-sustaining. It's like women don't learn. They move off emotion as opposed to logic and then blame the resonating energy or frequency that they pair with and that they align to. Women are not seeing long term. That's why it takes a virtuous man in spirit to keep her in check and in alignment with what the Most High is called through this said masculine figure in spirit. He is designed to keep her in alignment and in check from her own self-destruction, essentially, to keep her from self-destructing. Neither of them know the way. Her reason to get seen outside and then jump ship when a bigger boat arrives. Neither of them know the way. That's why it's doomed to crash. That's why it's doomed to fail. Become a better individual before you get into these pair bonding relationships. Do the self-work. Go within. Grow as a spiritual being. Redirect your compass in alignment with what you truly want to see for yourself, not based in emotion. This is why you are required a man to think logically for your betterment. But you want to be sharing emotions and vibrations with other people, the girls club, that does not have your best interests. If anything, they want to see you single to keep you around. When they say misery loves company, they want to see you around. So ultimately, most girls just want the Ken doll to run away with and play house, based in dormant, deviant energy from her childhood that has gone unresolved or ironed out. It's still very wrinkly. It's suppressed feminine energy, girly energy, but for what purpose? Why? It's an appearance, aside from serving her dude, the man she truly wants. But the thing in modern society, most of these girls are not attracting the men that they want. They're not bonding energetically with what they seek because they don't do their self-work. This is why the asshole is not wifing you or taking you seriously. When they say misery loves company, this is what we're seeing. Low vibration activities being shared based on people who are not finished playing house. You gotta finish the game of house before you get into an actual relationship, because she is trying to play Barbie as long as possible without the accountability and responsibility of popping off that head from time to time. If you're not taking risks, if you are not taking risks, if you are not self-developing, doing the self-reflection, self-discovery, walking in your purpose, this is called boredom to any woman. The time it takes to better yourself as a man is seen as very boring to an average woman, to a modern woman, because they're designed to meet you at the finish line. That's their modern thinking, is I'll meet him at the finish line because I'm already the prize. I'm the princess from childhood, and I can play Barbie as long as I want to, because who's going to tell me the truth? And she's a kid still, full of unused spirit and potential. So she's naturally seeking deviance based on the spirit that no one has checked. As young women age, they molt and they change shells in different identities and shift different appearances to figure out what's the best honeypot, what will attract the best opportunities. So with her judgment in your ear, you deciding to have a soulmate, it keeps you stagnant. It almost puts you in spiritual shackles of arrested development when you get into these relationships with women who don't accept you at the level you're at. This is only going to keep you in place like quicksand. So before you get into relationships, the same way she checks you, you have to overcome your lust. Overcome your lust. Ultimately, she might see you, she might hate it at first. That's the little kid in her. You can only go back and return to what you helped build. And oftentimes, it's not the woman helping foster, nurture, and build up the man to a level that he can't just fall back and lose it all. It's usually always and completely on the dude to take care of the whole household, to take care of the castle. It's the dude's responsibility. And if she cannot respect that and what it takes to get to that point, that is not your girl. That is not your wife. It's like leeches, mosquitoes. They will go as long as possible until you identify the root of the problem. So that's what we see today. Women crashing out over not getting their way in the moment. Eve bit the fruit. It's like one rule. Just don't do that. And they do it anyway, based on lack of discipline, the guidance it takes through spirit, led through the man and by a man, masculine figure. And this is the way to spiritual liberation and ultimately a relationship, if that's what you're looking for. These things are always healed through nature as well. So don't feel it's just the person, it's just you, just them to blame at fault. It's almost always nature that can solve these scenarios. Nature is the key. If you met a girl by the lake, a lot of things would be out the way as distractions, so you could hone in on who this person is for real or who they could become. Instead, there's so much distractions, media, social media, like her friend, gossip, the food you're eating, the water you're drinking, where you reside, ecosystem, the economy, all this different shit. It's meant to be so simple. It's just nature, bruh. All you need is nature to heal all things in the correct environments, but they need to be suitable for each own counterpart. Okay, so instead of building a nest that she can fall back on as a checkpoint, the effort that she put in that no one can take away because God sees all, and the effort you put forward is always reciprocated in an energetic match, the energy you put forth will be returned to you. So in a marriage, that is not the case. This is what makes it a scam. A woman can show up empty bags, a man pulls up with all his bags, everything that he's built himself. He's got a whole blueprint for a $1 billion invention. And she says, I'm going to listen to your invention and I'm going to be with you for the rest of your life based on this invention. If you lose this map, this blueprint, it's over. But she gets to walk away with your ideas. She gets to walk away with all the energy that you had to offer. Because rushing into relationships is a sure way to lose yourself, lose track of who you're designed to be, your destiny. You know, she fights time, ego, and her pride. So all in all, marriage is a huge scam. Stay away. And this is why women hate men. They don't get away with the childhood stuff that they're used to. The validation, confirmations from external sources. She must do that for herself. And only a woman who knows who she can become and who she's agreeing to share with, most of them will just be chasing their tail for however long it takes to return to their self or a masculine figure who can realign them and keep them in check. Until then, I say 50-50 means 50-50, you're still missing 50%. When you bring 50 to a relationship, that means half of you is missing. Bringing 50-50 to a marriage or any relationship in a modern society means you're missing 50% of yourself. Be whole before you get engaged in anything. Find yourself, walk alone, be separate, because she will only see you as a confidant, a protector, and a provider. That's all she'll see you as. It's just not happening. So until that day, stay alone, build yourself up, become a better man, pursue your goals, stay in alignment towards your purpose, get outside. Nature and God is truly what will lead you to your best version of who you're designed to be on this planet. Take the time for you. Be alone. It's all good. Take your time. And this is why she's just gonna hate you, bro. You shine a light and put up a mirror that she must face. And if she hasn't done the work, she will just seek a better opportunity. Because she is not valid within herself, she will just seek another higher opportunity, a bigger boat to jump ship. So just take your time, bro. All right? Peace.